Couple weeks in, and our New York Jets are still identifying coaching candidates. Impossible, you say? Not with the stinky head Jets. Who knows when the search will end? Who knows when identifying candidates will end? All I know is that I've worked 2 jobs today, been a part of a meeting, and now I'm sitting down for my 3rd job to share my night with all of you fantastic people. And Sarah, who all of a sudden became so fucking annoying tonight. She knows why. You don't need to know. Want to know? Become a member of the channel and join the DP. That's where all the fun is. Sarah, this one's for you to start. And Rick Ken, as always.
Welcome, my friends. It's a shine time. Shine time. It's time to talk about the Jets. Don't you know it's shine time? Shine time. It's shine time. Time to be with my friends. Hey, have you seen my toe?
You seen my toe?
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
Gentry covered in football.
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky.
Who, me?
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.
Very good. Good evening. Welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown. I'm your host, Nick.
When the blitz comes, there's no one to block him.
It's 10 o'clock, get ready for the showdown. 9 toes down, Nick, ready for the throwdown. We proud Jets fans, we don't play with them pronouns. Best roster in the league, we playing with the pros now. They tell us slow down, call us delusional, call us losers as usual. But this season will be beautiful. Shotgun with you know who, but run it instead. Let Hall hit the hole hard.
That's what she said.
Ground and pound like it's 2010. The chat, we got many friends. Johnny wearing hats for super chat and watch him breathe again. Nick put the link so Bobby can call and speak again. Bonesy did the blunt, I got the weed and pens. We speaking green again. Jets news like it's CNN. A-Rod and Charles Gorman, it's like we seeing twins. Feeding tins, pounding on these bleeding fins. Week 14 and 18 when they needing wins. They ain't seeing them. We run the ball and play defense. This is AFC hell where other teams repent. Ladies and gents, welcome to MetLife. This is Jet Life. We bleed green, this our best life. We just nice.
Let's say what's up. Let's say what's up to everybody. Thank you for joining. I am your host, Nick. It's Tuesday, January 14th. Let's see who we got here. I'm exhausted. So I'm going to do, we got 25 starting us off. Big fan, only fans. When? Right now. 25, thank you for the super chat. For all of you who may have been away for a while, here's the dealio. Super chats, great way to support the channel. Get your comment, question, critique, statement, roast online. Read immediately. Gifted memberships, great way to help the channel. We've had a lot fall off. We are wide open for those. Give a gift to a fellow shiner or future fellow shiner. However you want to word it is up to you. Just gift it, damn it. Also, like, share, subscribe. I didn't even turn that on yet. My apologies. It's been a very, very, very long day. So we get the 50 likes. We drop the call-in link. You want to hear less of me talking? Like it and convince 49 others to do it with you. That's how it works here, folks. Me less talky, you more likey. It's a good way to get this show started. Oh, look at that. Right off the bat. I'm not even functioning yet. Let me get in here to this show, view channel. Let's turn the volume down. Thank you, Stack. Stack gifted a membership, kicking us off. Let me get back down to that. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Here's Stack. Stack gifted one that went to Mike the Less. Mike called in the other day for the first time. Look at that. Gifted a membership. Very good man. Thank you, Stack. Always appreciate your support. You're always here. You're always making sure everyone likes the stream. You're a good man. Proud to call you a friend. 25 gifted a membership as well. Wasted no time. That went to Reese Quinlan. Reese, welcome. Courtesy of our new friend, 25. Now, let's do a speed round. Let's get into this. TC won today. TC, that's his first time winning. First comment today. Thank you. Love bites. Listen, you hear it from me. And don't piss Stack off. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and share. It's a very, very important part of the process here, folks. Craig is here from Australia. Craig, the least annoying one in the office that I'm aware of. Don't have a measuring stick on Luke yet. He could tilt the scales. Boomtown is here. Boomtown, the greatest note taker in all the land. Always happy to see you. Mark Ferraro. Tom Ace is here. It's shine time. Sarah. Sarah, how do you say this word? How do you say it?
Bruh, 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 bruh,
Bruh.
bruh.
Hell yeah. Got that one queued up, ready to go. Who else we got? We got Harlan. Howdy, sir. Welcome. Clancy's here. We have 2 new emojis tonight. Had to get rid of the old proud NYJ fan. And if you look up in the top corner over here, the Nick Shine Show, that guy, this guy right here, handsome as fuck. That's an emoji, as Clancy shared with the rebrand. And we also have, if you're watching Bobby's show last night, we have Photograph. Photograph is there as a brand new emoji. But before I even get more into that, 25 said, parlays be dropping and I am dropping memberships. Thank you, 25, who gifted 5. That went to Goose McGee. He survived the original Top Gun. He's still here, Goose. My friend Mark Reese. JC Jets. Just hung up with this guy like 2 hours ago. Project Prospect with Dom C. He's going to take a look at his calendar, and he's going to come on, and we're going to talk football. We're going to talk prospects. And Jake. Not that Jake. The other Jake. Jake. Welcome. Thank you, 25. Appreciate you, sir. You're a good man. I don't care what Sarah says about you, 25. I don't mind you. Who else we got? We got the great Rick Kent here, as always. Thank you, Rick. Patty Grimes. We are jealous of you. Why, you ask? Patty Grimes is our resident Detroit Lions fan, for those that don't know. His team is still alive. But before I can even finish greeting him, Rick Kent teed it up. 350 right down the fairway. Sorry, Rick, you don't like golf. Rick Kent, arm back, bowls it. Strike. Sorry, he doesn't like. Rick Kent went out for dinner. I know he likes going out to eat. I had to find an event that Rick likes. Rick even making fun of me in text today about going out for enjoying bowling. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate you. You know that. I have to tease you about you not liking 2 of my favorite activities. I'm not even calling them sports, activities. Rick's 5 gifted memberships went to Jetted Out, Mr. Roberts, Nick Shine, SG31 Black, Flight Right 49. Let me get into, you guys know the rules. It happens every 31 days. When my second account gets gifted, you know what I do. You know what's about to happen right now. Say it with me. What are we doing? I will pay it forward because there's no reason any of your memberships should have to go to me. He does. Rick, you do. You constantly. You hit it, Rick. That's what she said. Yeah, Rick's not a fan of bowling. I don't get it. Waiting for YouTube to load. It won't load. It's ridiculous. Can't wait to get new equipment. Well, let me summarize this. All of you, thank you. There's 54 of you here. I appreciate 53 of you. There's one that I don't. He types in all caps, and he's not from Vermont. We got a feisty crowd here. Hello to everybody. Welcome to everyone. I'm going to give one blanketed welcome to all of you guys. Now, let's get this going. Bloop, 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 bloop. Come on, work. That's what she said. Work, work, work. Come on. You can do it, Jalifa. Come on. Thank you, Rick. I gifted one that went to Orlando G NYJ. Thank you, 25. Thank you, Rick Kent. Thank you, Stack. Appreciate you guys. All right. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. It's so nice to see all of you. Thank you for joining the program. Now, the New York Jets. That team. I know we all love making fun of me and picking on one another. Mostly picking on me. It's that you guys are all united in that. We might not agree on everything as fans, but you guys have all come to the conclusion collectively that we will always fuck with Nick. And I appreciate that. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that your hatred for me can bond all of you. Not that type of bondage, Rob V. Calm down, bro. Calm down. We know what you're into, buddy. Pause. So, let's get to 50 likes. I'm going to go on the opening monologue, and then maybe we'll do some hangouts. It's up to you guys. As always, you're the chat. You drive the show. As Sarah said earlier, bro. So, you would think that firing your head coach in the first week of October, you would have had time by now to put together all of the candidates that you were interested in. No, not the New York Jets. Why? Because the New York Jets are very fickle. The New York Jets are very impressionable. And what I mean by that is the candidate, I think it's Mike Witt, defensive coordinator for Washington, formerly Redskins, Commanders now, hopefully Redskins again, was requested, dare I say. So, Joe Witt, forgive me, Joe Witt Jr. So here's the Jets coaching candidates so far. Interviewed, but off the board. Mike Vrabel, Dick. Interviewed, Ron Rivera, Rex Ryan. Also should have off the board. Matt Nagy, Aaron Glenn, Steve Spagnuolo, Darren Rizzi, Mike Loxley, Jeff Ulbrich. Besides for Aaron Glenn, I would like to give a collective Nick Shine veto to all of you are off my board. Requested, Joe Brady, like it. Brian Flores, like it. Brian Greasy, why? Vance Joseph, I wouldn't like that. Not as head coach. Josh McCown, you know I love Josh. Bobby Slowick, not interested. Arthur Smith, not interested, off the board. And Joe Witt Jr. Notable names not on the list yet. And they could get added. Todd Monken, former Georgia coordinator, Baltimore Ravens coordinator. Do the Jets just know he's pissed off that he got passed over last time he interviewed with us? Has his agency just made it known that, nah, we're good, man? No Cliff Kingsbury. Cliff Kingsbury, who's very influential on Jaden Daniels getting into the Elite Eight in the NFL. Very impressive as a rookie quarterback. I have a question for you guys. A little pop trivia question, if you will. Where'd it go? I had a screenshot. There it is. Only 4 rookie QBs have ever won a playoff game on the road in NFL history. Can you name them? 4 rookie QBs. Don't put one name in. Guess all 4. Of course, Sanchez is one of them. Yes. Daniels is one of them. Yes. 2 others. Don't use Google. Use your brains, chat. I believe in you. Flacco. Yes. One more. A lot of people forget this guy. I don't think I saw it yet. There's one more I'm missing, guys. Not Roethlisberger. They were 15-1 that year. He played at home in the playoffs, I believe. Not Stroud, at least according to CBS Sports. I think Stroud was on the road last year, right? Or did not win. Not Tebow. Stroud was home last year. It's on the road. Forgive me. Tebow was at home. That was the walk-off against the Steelers to Demaryius Thomas. Rest in peace. I'm surprised nobody got this one. Not Purdy. Not the greatest show on turf. Think prima donna quarterback. Prima donna. Diva. Traded and cut and defeated us this year. The answer is Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, Mark Sanchez, Joe Flacco, and Jaden Daniels are the 4 rookie quarterbacks to win a playoff game on the road. Nope, stack. Peyton went 3-13 his rookie year and then turned it around to 13-3 in his second year. I saw that and I thought that was pretty interesting. So we got a. I don't know what to make of this. When you have everyone invited, do you have any idea what you're doing, or you just keep swinging? I definitely do not want to hear the old Mike McCagnon, Joe Douglas. We completed our process. We did our due diligence. How about you just fucking identify guys that you think can sit at the head of the room, lead men, make them great, put a good staff around them, and minimize that to 6 or 7. Why do we have to be at 15? Tells me you can't do it because you have to talk to everyone to find out who's a decent candidate and who's not. That's why you put these staffs together to do the combing for you. It's just a big pot of boiling bullshit with the Jets. Always. It's embarrassing how many people. We're still requesting new people to interview. Yeah, very good comment. Anyone else excited to leak that the Jets have narrowed their GM search down from 16 to 11 tomorrow? Very good comment. Welcome. That's how you kick in the door here. We shit on the Jets. Well done. Thank you. I like that. Yeah, we're going to start interviewing general managers of like auto dealerships, McDonald's. It's crazy. Sometimes it's okay to admit that you don't know what the fuck you're doing. And I look at this franchise and that's all I see. Every time they try, they show us and they prove to us without a shadow of a doubt, they're more and more incompetent than the last venture that they went on. It's past the point of tolerable. Oh, David. I don't like the injury. I like the nugget. I like the little bit of info. The game Russell Wilson won in the playoffs as a rookie was unfortunately the game RG3 as a rookie suffered a major knee injury. Yes. My good friend Craig. We are so going to screw this up. There's no chance we get this right. I can't help but think of the old adage that Bill Parcells said. They want you to cook the meal, but they won't let you buy the ingredients. I feel that the Jets are buying too many ingredients right now, and they're not going to know how to use it. It's okay to have your guy and go after him. It's okay to just attack. It's okay to be aggressive and be assertive and say, this is the guy. We started our GM search early. We fucking fired Joe Douglas 2 months ago. Over 2 months ago now. You fired Saleh 4 months ago? 4 months ago. 3 months ago? Whatever. 90 days? 95 days? 98? Whatever the fuck it was. We have no progress. We're nowhere closer to finishing our search and making an announcement. Now, I hate that I'm going to do this. But in a way, I don't respect how they did it with the sham interviews. But I do respect the Patriots because they found their guy and they went and got him and they didn't give a fuck what anybody said about it. Part of me, not that part, I'm talking to you. Part of me likes that. We want that coach. He's available. He's made it known he's interested in coaching here. Let's go get him. Go get it. Done. Fuck the world. Fuck everyone's opinions. Fuck what you think of our interview process. Fuck everybody. We're doing what we want, what we think is best for us. The Jets, probably going to bring in Jared Mayo for a fucking interview at this point, right? Oh, he's got head coaching experience. He beat us in the division. He must be good. Horrible. Jay, my friend, I'm not saying that you have to rush it, but I'm saying it's okay to pinpoint a guy and go get him. When you have to interview everyone, let's use this as an example of some of the conversations that you will hear in the DP. And if you were a member of the DP, you would be privy to these conversations. I'm going to air one of them out. If you're a young lady and you're looking for a husband, do you go and sleep with 16 dudes and hope you find the right one? That's not how you do it. That's what I feel the Jets are doing now. They're sleeping with everybody, hoping somebody gets them pregnant, hoping they can lock somebody up. Most people are doing what you do with a girl that way. You either deny the date or you smash and dash, and you don't want anything to do with it. You use them to get your name out there. That's it. The New York Jets are whores. That's all it comes down to. They'll take anyone at this point, anyone that they think will make their family, us, the fans, happy. Every interview that gets announced, you don't think they got their social media team raking through all the comments on every page? What do they think about this guy? What do they think about that guy? Oh, what are they saying now? What are they saying now? Dank Null, thank you for watching. Appreciate you subscribing to the channel. Jets going to fuck this up and lose out on Aaron Glenn. My buddy who's a Cowboy fan says we're going to swoop in and take Aaron Glenn quick because you guys are dragging your feet. My reply? Foot jokes? Come on, dude. You're better than that. It's sad. The Patriots interviewed what? 3 people? Got their guy. Why? We don't even have a list narrowed down yet because we still have, according to Samini, we still haven't interviewed Brady, Flores, Greasy, Joseph, McCown, Slowick, Smith, Witt. We still haven't interviewed 8 guys. We've interviewed 9. We've requested 8 more. What the fuck? I coached in a Super Bowl. I coached in the Pop Warner Super Bowl. Why don't I go put my application in? Just go knock on one jet drive, slide the resume under the door, and say, hey, give me a shot. I've coached in a Super Bowl. I've won a game in the Pop Warner Super Bowl. We finished 5th in the nation. Why not? Can't hurt. Their social media team might run to Woody and say, hey, we got a cool idea. Let's interview a fan. That'll get the fans excited. Tom, be ridiculous, Tom. Writing on my lower back won't help anyone. Be fucking serious here, will you? I hate this team. I hate this team. I don't know what else to do with this team. It's supposed to get better in the offseason. We're supposed to have our hope and our faith restored, renewed, rejuvenated. Head coach, GM, new vision, new schemes. And here we are. It's the scarecrow pointing, which way do we go? They don't know. They don't know. They don't know what to do. They're going to completely fuck this up. My hand to God, they're going to fuck this up. They're going to fuck it up, and they're going to fuck it up more than I think they could fuck it up. I already think a lot of the major candidates are looking at all of this and saying, well, what are they doing there? How many other guys are they going to interview? It doesn't make sense. I'm very, very aggravated by it. Jay Quest, when has that ever worked for us? Parcells was legitimate excitement. Rex was legitimate excitement. Other than that, I mean, the Herm years weren't too bad, right? We went to the playoffs a couple times. I don't know. I don't know. I want to thank the 80 of you watching here. If you haven't already. Oh, here you go. I got you, Jesus, Jerry Vaca. Rush, rush, hurry, hurry, love, come to me. Hush, hush. There you go. Little old school Paula Abdul for Jesus, Jerry Vaca. And if you're asking me to sing Paula Abdul, lay off the vodka, dude. Come on. Thank you for watching, though. I appreciate you. Let's see what you guys have to say. Sean McAteer. We keep interviewing guys that shouldn't be interviewed for this position. I wonder if they are checking boxes for other spots on our coaching staff at the same time. I don't know. Just a dart, though. Yeah, but why are we interviewing? Why is the 33rd team interviewing these candidates, right, Sean? It should be the head coach then does it. The head coach picks his staff, interviews his staff. What are the Jets going to do? Hire a head coach and say, "Oh, no. We like this guy as your offensive coordinator, but he's not running what I want." No. We liked him. You got to take it. What are you going to dictate to the new head coach what his staff has to be? That would be very Jet-like. And I'm not coming at you, Sean. I forget who said it the other day, and please forgive me, but I've quoted it several times. And if it was you, please say so I can attach your name to the compliment. The 33rd team must be getting paid per interview, because between the general manager and the head coach, it's got to be over 30. And then they didn't even get to the second round yet. These people are going to do 40 interviews and still fuck it up. If that was you that said it the other day, please tell me. How are we with likes? Are we there? We're at 48 people. 50, we get call-ins. 50, we discuss the Jets. That was you? Jets Worldwide. Thank you. Yeah. 33rd team. What's up, Mark? 33rd team will be interviewing candidates on draft night. Titans are about to do second interviews. They have a plan. They don't even have GM, but they have a more direct plan. Oh, there we go. You people didn't want to hear me talk anymore. What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people? One of the greatest movie quotes of all time. Tropic Thunder, a movie that cannot be made today. Yeah. You know what? That's a good comment, JV. I know I went at you very aggressively the other day with some of your comments, and I think it was deserved. But great comment here. 33rd get paid by the number of interviews. They charge by the hour. You know why they charge by the hour? Because they're fucking us. That's why. Just like the telephone pole that ended Bobby's show. Effing us high and dry, out of money. What does it matter? We'll just raise ticket prices for the fans to cover this dime. Wild Wave with a good comment. To be frank, the Titans have a president of football operations. We don't. You know what? I'm JV. I like it. Fuck them all you want. They fuck us enough. Here's a fun game. Good friend Addison, one of the admins in the DP, in the Discord group, for those of you that don't know. If you are a member and you joined, please join the Discord. If you have not been gifted, if you've been gifted, we are going to minimize it in probably about a week and a half to only people who have recurring payments. We want to keep it exclusive. Now, he brought up a good topic of discussion today. Let me quote him. Oh, man, that was so long ago. So many comments, useless comments tonight. Sarah. Where are we going back? We're going back to today. My God, you guys really went ballistic in there. Here we go. I'm not even back there yet. We talked too much in here today, people. All right. Got it. Describe Jets ownership with a song. What song would you use to describe Jets ownership? He went first. They Don't Give a Fuck About Us by Tupac and the Outlaws. I went with Biggie, Get Money, because the line, F bitches, Get money. Where are the bitches? The fans are. Hawk went with the circus theme song. Peter went with In Limbo by Radiohead. I was then mad and went with Nickelback Photograph. Jeff went with Ween Piss Up a Rope. Jay Quest went with Lit, My Own Worst Enemy. Rick Kent went with Harry Nielsen, You're Breaking My Heart. Let's see what you guys got. We didn't start the fire. Billy Joel. Nice. Wild Wave, the Pokemon song. I don't know what that is. Jerome, the theme to Curb Your Enthusiasm. Rick, I can't do it right now, but I will. I'll give you my word. Gator, F Like a Beast by Wasp. Nice. Mark Reese, the Undertaker theme song. Tom Ace, Hurt by Johnny Cash. Jets 830, Def Leppard, Love Bites. Yeti, King of Sorrow by Sade. Jerry says, how about Bigfoot? Tree Knocks, Heard but Not Seen. 25, Billy Joel, Moving Out. You're breaking my heart, tearing it apart, so F you. Oh, Craig, very good, Craig. Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit. Tom Ace, First of the Month by Bone Thugs. I like it. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank all of you for hitting the like button. The call-in link is posted. Let's see what you guys think about our New York Jets. First up, we got Wyatt returning. What's up, Wyatt?
Howdy.
How are you?
I'm glad we got the 50 likes. I wanted to call in.
What's your thoughts, man?
You seem down, Nick. You seem sad. You seem out of it. You don't want to talk about the Jets. I'm sorry, man. That's why I called in. I wanted to express my sympathy because I understand. I think we all do.
It's rough. You wake up every day hoping for good news, and it's just like, all right, more shit's getting thrown on you in the hole.
Yeah. There's never. See, I've only been a fan since 2021, so I haven't had to deal with the shit you have. But like, it's never good news, which is wild to me.
That's basically, if you've been a fan since 2021, it's pretty much just the turtle head poking out, and the turtle head's poking out, and that's what you've experienced, and the rest of us have
the whole
all
thing
that's yet to come. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I will say we don't know. This next coach could be a fucking monster, all right? The next GM could be amazing. We could be the best team next year. It's like we shouldn't get too out of it. I mean, you can only have bad luck for so long, right?
I mean, we're defying those odds day by day.
So exactly.
Look at our roster this year.
Listen, it's the pendulum theory, right? At some point, it's got to swing back. If the Lions can do it, we can do it. They were more cursed than the Jets were.
They were. You know, even the Browns made a nice playoff appearance a couple years ago. Blew out the Steelers, scoring 48 against a team that has wiped the floor with that. That would be like us making the playoffs and blowing out the Bills at Buffalo.
It wouldn't be. I think that's more impressive than us beating the Bills, because we beat the Bills on a semi-regular basis. For whatever reason, the Bills play down to the Jets. But I see what you mean. It's impressive. But we can be that team.
Remember, the Browns lost to the Steelers like 18 straight times at one point.
Yeah, that's nuts.
You know, us beating New England in New England many years ago, that was the equivalent, right? Like beating the team that constantly dog walked you. We lost 45-3 in 2010 on Monday night in New England, where Rex had to bury the ball from that game underneath like an oak tree at the facility to just get rid of it. And then we went
Yeah.
on to beat them in the playoffs 28-21.
You know, I'm hopeful about next year. I don't have any reason to be. We don't even know who our coach is, but I'm hopeful. Because I have to be, right? Like, we don't really have a choice. It's not like any of us are going to become fans of a different team.
I know. I
Like-
want them to get it right. I do. But I feel
See-
with all of these other interviews lined up, some of these candidates are going to go take whatever offer, or even if it's just a coordinator job, right? They're going to take the offer because the Jets are dragging their feet, taking too long. You know, I got
No.
excited last night that the Vikings lost because now you can move on Flores. You can move on McCown. You've already interviewed the guy from their front office, Grigson. You can bring the Vikings trio over here if you choose to do so.
I don't know. For me, it looks like we're pretty set on that defensive coordinator from the Lions.
Yeah,
From
Aaron
everything
Glenn.
I've
He's a
been
former
hearing, it
Jet.
sounds like Aaron Glenn is going to be our next coach.
I hope. I hope. I changed my tune on him when he denied the Patriot interview last Thursday.
Legitimately, my only issue with him is I don't want another defensive-minded coach. But I'm a defensive guy. I played defense my whole life. I love the defense. I just feel like the Jets. I mean, our defense is what was asked this year. Maybe we do need a defensive guy. I don't know. It's hard to say. I
think
like-
both Aaron Glenn and Brian Flores, who are defensive guys, I think they command enough respect and have coached long enough to get a respectable offensive guy. But it's probably going to be a first-time guy that we don't know much about, and that's going to set people off. And it's going to take months and months, if not years, to find out if it was the right decision. And people will go full-blown panic mode. I'll give the coaching staff a chance. I'm not going to be one of those people that bury them before they're even a part of it. But I just feel the longer we wait, the worse it's going to be because your options are going to diminish.
I disagree. See, there's another side of this.
Fair.
The longer you wait, the more positions get taken by other teams. The more desperate some of these guys get because there's only, so many head coaching jobs in the NFL. Like, even if the Jets is a shitty place to be, which right now it looks like a shitty place to be,
Yeah.
you don't turn that down if it's your only opportunity to be a head coach. So while, yeah, it sucks to not have
That's
our
fair.
pick of the litter, we're never going to have the pick of the litter. We're the fucking Jets. But the fewer options there are for these prospective coaches, the more likely they are to say yes to us because, hey, this is their opportunity. Plus, we have the advantage of saying, hey, if you come over, you can pick your GM. So, if you want to work with somebody, we can do that too, and you can make this your organization. And as much as we give Woody...
The Jets aren't going to do that with every candidate. They were willing to do
the
that.
good ones.
Yeah, they were willing to do that with Vrabel. I don't think they're doing that with everybody.
But the good ones, the ones that are really worth it, I think we will.
Yeah, but who else is left that's worth it? I don't think they're going to do that to a first-time guy.
Ben Johnson. I would do it for Ben Johnson.
We didn't even ask Ben Johnson. Rumors are that Ben Johnson won't even consider us. That's why we didn't ask for it.
I wouldn't either if I were him. Especially with Aaron Rodgers as our coach, as much as our QB, as much as I like Aaron Rodgers, that's got to be a GM head coach nightmare right there, is having him as your quarterback. Because the amount of bullshit quarterback coaches have to deal with him. I like Aaron Rodgers, and I would rather have him than most coaches, but I can see why that would be something that scares people away. But
yeah, and I don't know. And here's something too, right? Let's think about this. If you haven't been asked by the Jets yet, you're going to be pissed off. You've asked 16 other people, and now you think of me?
I will say
nobody wants to be 17th to go on a girl. Nobody. Nobody.
I don't know. Some people have. I've heard some horror stories, but that's a different
Nobody worth
conversation.
having wants to go
Yeah,
17.
yeah. That's I can get behind that. Yeah. I don't know. It's I like that the Jets are
No,
casting a
don't
wide
get
net.
behind it. You'd be 17th. Aren't
No,
you paying
not that.
attention?
God damn it, Nick. I'm a good Christian man. I don't do that. All right.
Amen. God bless.
But we
I know I don't sound like it often, but I try to be as well.
you know, I have seen that most Jets content creators are Christians. They just keep it on the DL. And I respect that. There's a lot of people out there with different beliefs. There's nothing wrong with that.
Hey man, the way my life's been without God, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have survived. You can't convince me differently. So I don't
Agreed.
talk about it too much here, but I'm a big believer in God, and I'm very
My thing is
grateful for all the blessings I've received.
I've never doubted, so I don't have the, transformative experience a lot of Christians do, but I've never not had God, so. But I respect that. And I also like you don't want to like scream it to the world because like, there's other people with other beliefs. You don't want to make them feel excluded. So. But
True.
yeah,
I do have a nice surprise for you. If you're familiar with this show and you're familiar with Jake's show, you've heard of a guy named Gator, right? He makes a lot of the videos and the spoofs. As a caller, you haven't made it until Gator Gators you. And I don't know what this is. I haven't played it, but I just uploaded it and you've been Gatored. Welcome to the big leagues, Wyatt. You're now.
Is that what I said? Is that what I said?
That's like an initiation. Like if Gator does one of those for you, you've made it. Sky's the limit for you.
To infinity and beyond.
All right. Well, we got to send that to Green Bean and probably Ryan.
Nice.
But yeah, I got a prediction, and I don't think you're gonna agree with this, but I have a prediction for next year. No head coach, no GM. I just feel it in my bones. We are going to make it to the wild card round next year with 9 or 10 wins, and we're gonna lose. I feel it in my frickin' bones.
All right. I'm not gonna be against anyone. I predicted 13 wins this year, so I'm very optimistic when it comes to the Jets, and I have no reason to be. I've said for many years that this is the one thing in my life that I'm really not negative about, and they give me absolutely zero reason to be that way. But yeah, in your Madden franchise.
Hey, in my Madden franchise, we're undefeated 4 years in a row. All right, nice. I play on the hardest difficulty.
It's the only way we get success, my friend. Wyatt, I appreciate you calling in. Thank you, and welcome to the world of Gator. You've been Gatored, my friend.
Have a wonderful night.
You too, buddy. Take care. Next up, somebody else who's just been recently Gatored.
Really? I
don't know what this is, but it's there. It's 11.
Great. Gator missed out on a prime opportunity to add in the come on, everybody, 1 pound fish, 1 pound fish. I don't know if you've seen that video, but great video. Yeah, it's just some guy in the UK screaming, and he's got a very catchy song about his 1 pound fish that he's selling. But
to infinity and beyond.
Where's Bobby? Have you heard
beyond?
From him today?
He's
Fair?
beyond. I guess. What is this one? There he is.
National treasure, man.
They come in with like computer file names and like MP4 names, and then I forget to rename them, so I had to play it so I can rename it. This one's going to be gibberish.
Gator did one of those of a Beast Breaker screenshot that I posted in Jake's Discord. Great work. But two quick comments for you, or just questions, I guess. With the whole McCarthy thing, does that change your outlook on the head coach? Are you like, where are you at right now? I'm at least the way that I see it, the three main candidates for our team is Flores, Glenn, and you have to add McCarthy, I feel like, in there, even though the Jets haven't requested him or there's no signs that they're going to talk to him. But you have to add him in. I'm still Glenn over anybody, though.
I got asked that question today on Twitter by oh yeah, very good comment. 25, thank you for the super chat. 25 got the Jared Leto Requiem for a Dream look. That's better than what we were calling you the other day. We said he had a Dirty Sanchez look going on with the mustache, like it was smeared.
I don't think Jared Leto's a bad looking guy, so I'll take it. The only thing I don't like about him is he had some sort of cult going on. So I don't know. I don't know about all that.
I'll say this, and I said this about Vrabel. I don't think McCarthy would consider us. I think he's too experienced to take on a project. I think he's too smart to take on the Jets. And I know we want to be loved, right? We're the girl with damaged goods at the end of the night at the bar, and we just want someone to love us because we love ourselves. But you normally don't get the best candidates, right? That's the Jets. And until we prove we can get a quarterback, why would any credible coach want to put their name on this? Why would you want to be associated with the Jets for the rest of your life? You want to go somewhere where you either have a quarterback or there's a quarterback that you can build. And there's this guy that you believe in. He went to Dallas with Dak. He had Favre and then Rodgers. He's not coming here for Tyrod Taylor, Jordan Travis, and the 7th pick where you can't even get a quarterback. So I don't think McCarthy would even entertain the Jets. I'd be shocked. Like I said, I'd be floored if we got Vrabel. We didn't get Vrabel. I would be even more shocked if we got McCarthy because an offensive guy is going to want an offensive quarterback to play well in his scheme. And I don't see that.
Yeah, I would agree with that. The only thing that I would push back on is in McCarthy's case, he's worked with Rodgers. He won a Super Bowl with Rodgers. So I think that, yeah, any other quarterback, you can say that. But with McCarthy and Rodgers, I don't know if you can. I just wanted to see if it skewed your opinion on anyone. I think Glenn is still the top candidate, considering what he's done in Detroit, his background as a scout, his tutelage, I guess, as a player under Parcells and staying in contact with him. On top of that, I mean, you gotta take into account that the Jets are a very weird situation, especially with all of these stories that came out about Woody and the Madden ratings and Brick Johnson and meddling and all of that. But but Glenn has experienced that as a player for a little bit and as a scout. So as a member of the actual organization. So I think that ultimately
your background.
What was that?
What the hell just happened to your background? How did you go fucking lime green?
Quick little clap of the hands.
I mean, I know you did it, but like, why?
No, it's actually my dad. What do you want? Yes, I did feed the dog. All right, so can you turn my light off, please? Yes, I did. All right, have a good one. Did you just come back from a fire call? Because when I was driving to 7-Eleven, I saw a bunch of fire trucks going by. Okay, he just came back from a fire call.
That's good news.
Yeah. I guess my only other point would be
real quick. I just want to address something in chat. JV says this is why we can't be friends, Nick. You just don't get the Rodgers thing. I get the Rodgers thing from a different perspective, and that's okay. I respect anyone who wants Rodgers kept, but you guys aren't giving respect and trying to understand why people think he may be gone. You're going to redo the contract. You're going to add more void years. I don't know what GM is going to want to come in here and say, let's add more money to this. Let's extend a 41-year-old quarterback. You're going to have to do it. You're going to have to add void years. You're going to have to add something. It just can't be done again without adding to it. So I'm not against Rodgers. I'm against adding the contract, and I don't think a new GM will want to. You're not hearing the whole thing, JV, my man. You're not hearing the whole thing. It's not just keeping Rodgers 1 year, one contract, adios. There's more that comes with it. And the new regime may not want to have dead cap money for 3 years with a guy at 42.
They might not also want a guy that's 42 that, I don't see him having the same season. Age is a real thing. I only see him regressing at this point, and I think a lot of the candidates that you could bring in here would see the same thing and would think the same way.
Agree. Hold on 1 second. You can lower the number. JV, listen, go look at his current contract. He took a pay cut. Do you know what we did with the money that we lowered? We added void years so that when he's gone, we still get a hit against the cap, but it doesn't go to him when he's here. So if we were to do that again, we're adding more dead money and more void years when he's gone. Sure, we can lower the number for year 1 when he plays, but year 2, 3, 4 when he's not here is where my problem lies. That's all, man. Wait. What comes with it is worth it. We had 5 wins in 17 starts, though, and I know it's not all him, but there's no guarantee that next year is going to be better. All right.
Yeah.
We had fun, though, JV. We had fun. We agreed for a couple comments earlier. That was a nice run we had.
JV's I see him in some of the things. I'm like, what is he saying? But other times he's kind of reasonable. But I guess that's every Jets fan. I don't know. But before I leave you, I've been seeing a lot of people saying like, oh, we can't get it right. We won't get it right. There's no chance. Like, I get the sentiment. I get that we don't want to believe that we can get something right. It's been 14 years of the playoff drought, but there are legitimately 11 teams that have had a longer playoff drought than us. A lot of them were early on, like the 40s and stuff like that. But you had the Browns recently. I think they were 17
That was back
seasons.
then when there was 2 divisions in each conference. You won your division and like you played each other basically. And then they went through expansion and wild card and things like that. I think in the early to mid 80s, early 80s. Rick, help me out. Rick Kent, please. I believe early 80s was when wild card got instituted, and then obviously further expansion now up to 7 teams with
Yeah, a lot of them are from like the 40s to the 70s, but notable ones, the Bills 17 seasons from 2000 to 2017, the Giants. What else?
That made me laugh. Nerd.
And even the Browns 17 seasons from 2003 to 2020. So we got it bad, but we don't have it as bad as other teams. So we just got to keep the faith, I think. Like, there is a chance that we finally get it right. I don't have faith in it, but there is a chance, and other teams have had it worse than us in recent memory. So that's just
shout out to the Bills fans in the chat. Congratulations. You guys were already taking L's. The first Bills team in 18 home playoff games to ever be an underdog. You're projected to lose.
Well, I think the perfect ending for me on this this call would be Dollar Bills, and any other Bills fans in the chat, have a good one, Nick.
Later, buddy. At least we're in the playoffs. That's going to be the comment. He's already typing that. Are you really in the playoffs, though, if you never make the Super Bowl? Are you really in the playoffs if you've beaten Mac Jones? You've beaten Skylar Thompson. You've beaten, I think the last 4 playoff wins are all against Bo Nix. Their last 4 playoff wins are against all scrubs. And then they play real competition and they go home. This is your Bills. This is your year. You bleed blue. Derrick Henry is going to run for 200 all over you. Josh Allen sucks. So's his stash. He's got a mullet. It looks weird. Fuck your Bills. Go Jets. Tell me I can't fucking freestyle. Screw you, chat. Where else do you get freestyling Colts songs against the Bills? Where else? What other channel? You're not getting that on any other channel. It was, guys. Thank you. I was impressed with myself. Thank you, Dollar Bills. Thank you for the compliment and not just being a hater. You're okay in my book, pal. And I don't know if you guys have seen Steph, the Colt fan, on field receiving his Colts Fan of the Year award. Good for him. He went viral. But will any of us remember him 5 years from now? Your ass, Gator. Your ass. Gator, we got to work on the in West Philadelphia, born and raised, I stare at people with my one-eye gaze. The David T. Born Fresh Prince song. The Fresh Dave of Bel Air. The Fresh Dave of eye hair. Because the hair goes into the eye. Ladies and gentlemen, the link is there. There's 75 of you watching. I thank you for that. I appreciate you. You're good peoples. If you haven't already, hit the like button. If you have any comments, questions, throw them in a super chat. Get them on air. There's a lot of comments going on. It's tough to keep up with how much you guys talk to one another. Nick, another thing that's dumb is the face that some good OCs are already interviewing for jobs with teams while we're still doing this. Kubiak to the Seahawks sounds likely. Yeah. I mean, you're basically banking on hiring a coach and then hoping that everyone he wanted is still available the longer that it takes. Now, there's a story that came out today. Oh, God. Hey, Carly. How's Ace? Aaron Jones, the carry. Carly, I yelled at him last night for that. I'm sorry that Bobby did that to you. I was upset with him. I don't know if you stuck around for me yelling at him, but I did yell at him. And it's almost 11:11. Perfect time for Carly to be here. I got your back, Carly. Sea Dog. Clint Kubiak is a quality OC, and he's already interviewed with the Browns and Seahawks. We still have like 7 interviews still. 8. I went over the names earlier. We have 8. We've requested Joe Brady, Brian Flores, Brian Greasy, Vance Joseph, Josh McCown, Bobby Slowick, Arthur Smith, Joe Witt Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy the videos that you see here, or you don't, too bad. You have to watch them. I'm very blessed to have this guy who does tremendous work just randomly make stuff and send it to me for the show. Let's bring on Gator. What's up, pal?
What you doing?
Just a show.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Thank you for your contributions. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, pal.
Oh, look at the beard. Look at you getting all rough and scruff.
So
How's
I have
everything?
one. I do have a thought. So you look at these scrambling quarterbacks, right? The top three in the playoffs. Wouldn't you say Josh Allen? Well, four: Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, um,
Jaden
Phil,
Daniels, Jalen
Phil,
Hurts.
Philadelphia, Jaden Hurts. Okay, so of those, who has top tier wide receivers?
Top tier wide receivers.
Yeah, like if you look
I
at
would
the
say
wide
Philly.
receivers,
Jalen Hurts definitely has the best combo with Devontae Smith and AJ Brown.
right? But the
I would
other,
say that Washington, Jalen Daniels with Terry McLaurin.
okay, but the other three, wouldn't you say they have below
Mediocre.
average receivers?
All have great tight ends. All have great tight ends.
That's what she said.
Yes. Nice. Damn it. The one time I'm trying to get serious. That's why we compliment each other nicely. Yeah.
So here's
She
my
was
point. Here's my
Right.
point. The most impressive thing about Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Lamar Jackson didn't have Zay Flowers last weekend, did he?
No.
Wasn't he out?
No,
Who's
they sent him out.
arguably his top wide receiver, right?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Him and
And
Andrews, right? The tight end.
right. Well, forget tight ends. They're useless. But my point is those three quarterbacks have shit receivers for the most part, wide receivers. They're scrambling quarterbacks. And they seem to be in the playoffs every year, and they seem to make a run every single year. And one of those three guys is winning Super Bowls every other year, the last 2 years. So I bring this up because I really think that of all the things we should take a chance on next year, I think Justin Fields could potentially go to that next level and be that guy, because there's no other quarterbacks that I can think of, at least available. You know, you look at Rodgers. As much as I love him, he's kind of stoic, standing back there. You know, he's gonna throw a good deep ball on a good day. But who's the guy that's going to change the game? You watch Daniels change that game the other day. I mean, he single-handedly beat the Bucs, right?
Yeah. You
Who's
can
that?
basically design plays where you send people in like a Hail Mary, everyone go deep, and just let your quarterback run.
Yeah, right.
Either up the middle, split the linebackers, or out to the side, take the angle. If they're playing man and the cornerbacks drop, now you got a hell of an athlete at quarterback outrunning a linebacker to the sideline. You get 10, 12 yards, right? Or you could turn it up and make more out of it.
You know, that's why watching Josh Allen.
Wyatt, thank you for the super chat. He says, tell Gator, Wyatt says, I appreciate you, good buddy.
Oh, right on.
Thank you, Wyatt. I appreciate that.
Sometimes I get bored at night and I make funny little videos, and hopefully I don't offend too many people.
25 asks, thank you for the super chat, 25. Is Gator a fan of taking a chance on Milroe, the Alabama quarterback, if you're in favor of mobile quarterbacks?
To be honest, I haven't really watched much of them.
Okay.
I think in the months to come, I think we're all going to be zeroing in on these guys and catching up. But yeah, I think that's the quarterback, really, that of the future or the present, really, that blows these games up. I mean, I'll tell you, I had Daniels on my fantasy team this year, so I watched every single game and I really focused on him. And man, I don't know what other teams had a shot at him. Didn't the Giants have a shot at him?
No,
But
just the Bears. The Bears picked
just the
Caleb
Bears?
Williams first, and then Daniels went second.
Okay. I mean, man, he just changes games. And Josh Allen, I hate to say it because I hate the Bills, but he really he blows games up. You know, he's a difference maker. And I mean, Patrick Mahomes really hasn't done much this year in terms of his feet, but somehow that guy just keeps them in games and really still is a difference maker.
Big fellow with a super chat. 2 all-time greats on screen. Thanks for everything that you do. Big fellow. Thank you
Love
for
you, big
everything
fella.
you do, brother. You're a good dude, man.
The gentle giant. I love when he talks.
I'd choose nobody else in this world to be my twin other than you.
I love when he talks to Beast Breaker. He really tries to get through, and I don't think anyone can get through to that guy. Sorry, I know you don't like his name to come up on your show.
I don't care. I think people mention him.
But anyway, I did want to call in and talk Justin Fields because I feel like,
why
he
not?
may
Though,
be
right?
he may be one of the few guys available.
Why can't he? Why can't he be like Mayfield? Why can't he be like Darnold? Why can't he be like Geno Smith? Why can't he be a guy? And he was 4-2 this year in Pittsburgh, I think, to start. Right? He wasn't horrible. He was.
It was a controversy when they sat him. Right?
There was a lot of fans that
couldn't believe it.
Yeah, a lot of fans wanted to stick with him. And why can't he be one of the next guy to get an opportunity with the right coach who connects with them? It's everything in life about learning is how you're taught, right? It's having someone that knows how you learn, how you retain the info, and how to teach it to you. That's why you can't just tell people square peg, square hole, square peg, square hole. It's not how it goes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to adapt. You have to learn. Like, okay, you see things. You're a visual learner. You have to get the reps in more. You're more of a classroom guy. You're more of a book study. You're more of a verbal learner. Like, there's ways to connect and reach with people. And sometimes it just takes the right coach to do that. Doesn't have to be the best coach. Just has to maybe be the best teacher. And I think we need to find guys who are better at teaching than selling themselves to the Johnsons that will buy anything.
And now going back to Fields, who did he have?
I like it, Mark. I'm not against that at all, Mark. Josh McCown with Fields.
Who did he have to throw the ball to in Pittsburgh, right? I mean, Pickens was hurt a lot of the year. I'm not sure how many of those 6 games he got hurt.
He got hurt later when Russ was in.
Okay. But that was, I mean, who else did he have really to throw the ball to?
They had Deontay Johnson, and they let him go.
The guy that has a 2 or a 3 at the end of his name, Cedric Wilson, Benson, something like that. The third, I can't remember.
Boston?
Maybe that's it. I mean, he's a decent, number 3 or number 4, like that. But they didn't. It's not like they had this great receiving core really for Fields. And what did he have in Chicago?
No, Tom, he didn't have Mike Williams.
No, he didn't.
Russ was the quarterback when we played them, and we sent them Mike Williams the week after that, I believe.
Yeah, so that was Russell Wilson, definitely.
Fields never got to play with them.
Who were his receivers in Chicago? I guess he had.
They traded for DJ Moore.
I'm not sure when the cutoff on that was. I'm sure he played with him a year.
They traded for DJ Moore because Fields went off with Moore on a Thursday night game the year before. And it was ridiculous. Like 5 touchdown passes. I think 4 of them were to DJ Moore, and I got my fucking teeth kicked in the fantasy matchup.
And Sam Darnold, he's getting all this credit for being a superstar, and he was good at times this year. But he's got Justin Jefferson. He's got the greatest receiver in the league.
Yeah, and Addison. Addison's
no slouch. Yeah,
he had Cole Kmet too, a tight end. Thank you, chat. Darnell Mooney was there.
Tight ends are shit.
You're not a tight end fan, huh?
You know what it is? It's like the Jets haven't had a tight end. Since I can remember that.
Johnny Mitchell.
That was really like. Have we ever had a top 10? Have we ever had a top 10 tight end?
Johnny Mitchell was like one of the first super athletic tight ends in the early 90s, like with Tecmo Bowl, Super Tecmo Bowl.
I'd have to see the
Rob Moore, Terrence Mathis, Johnny Johnson at running back, Johnny Mitchell at tight end.
Who was didn't we have Eric Decker for like a year or two?
I was a couple
Or
years.
was he a wide receiver?
I was 14, 15, 16, or 15, 16, 17.
Yeah.
Decker was receiver.
He was a
Him
wide
and
receiver.
Brandon Marshall teamed up together. Oh.
Fields. I like it. I don't see a hell of a lot of options. There's just not a lot of options. You know,
if you're not in love with the quarterback in the draft, bring in a guy like Fields who can extend plays with his legs, who can create with his legs, who can buy you time, who you can be creative with the playbook to help mask all of his other deficiencies, and then go get a quarterback the next year. This year for me, build your offensive line, finish the offensive line, get another weapon on offense, get two between a tight end and a receiver, and build the D-line back. And then the following year, if you have to go all in and go trade up for either the LSU quarterback, for Aller from Penn State, or Arch Manning, you have a structure in place for the quarterback to come in and succeed. Damn it, Sonny, we will not have that type of negativity here. I was hell-bent on Jason Morrow was going to be like the next great tight end in the league. I think he had like 100 catches at like A&M.
Now, if you could go back and redo last year's draft, would you take Bowers, knowing what you know now, over?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't, because now you don't have a left tackle. Tyron Smith goes down. You're playing Max Mitchell the whole year.
Right. Rodgers is hurt,
and now you don't have a left tackle this year. Yeah. And now this draft does not really have a good left tackle to take at 7. Will Campbell's more projected to be a guard. And no, the value of a left tackle is so much greater than a tight end. And also, somebody broke down Bowers' stats by quarter, and he's more than double any other quarter with catches and yards when the Raiders are out of most games. I'm not saying he's bad. Please don't think I'm saying that. I'm a Georgia guy. I was team weapon. I wanted Bowers. But in hindsight, I still would have took Olu, because I think Olu is going to be a very good left tackle for a long time. And you have to keep your quarterback up. Also, and I know JV is going to get real pissed off about this one, our quarterback didn't like throwing the ball downfield to like post over the middle at all. So Bowers wouldn't have got those routes here. He wouldn't have. Rodgers wasn't throwing those. It's fades to the sideline.
I don't know. I think he would have done. I think he would have done well here. But the thing is I think his numbers are inflated because the Raiders didn't have any receivers. Who else was catching?
Look at his quarterly breakdowns, and it's like 35 or 40 catches. I saw this with 3 weeks left, and he already had 32 catches in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
that's when the
ultimate check down.
Defenses, soft coverage, don't let anything big. You can get those 15, 20 yarders pretty easily. Again, I love.
Can you name 2 wide receivers on the Raiders?
Shit. The guy was a Raider. He was a Patriot.
Yeah, that's the easy one. And then try. I'll even give you that one. Try to name another one. I don't think you could do it.
I got my eyes closed because I don't want to look at the chat.
At the chat, right?
Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers is one.
Give me another.
And
my point about Brock Bowers.
Zay Jones isn't there still, right?
Isn't he a running back? No. Yeah, Zay Jones is a running back, isn't he?
He's great. Sparky McDougal. Don't try. Sparky. Michael Mayer's the tight end. Ooh,
Henry Ruggs. Henry Ruggs.
I love it, though. Jacoby Myers is an injury attorney. I love we can all unite and laugh at other teams instead of just laughing at our own.
Nobody ever brings it up to Gary when he starts screaming about Brock Bowers. It's like, who else are they going to throw the ball to? There's literally nobody on the team but Brock Bowers. They don't even have Josh Jacobs anymore. Who's their running back? No, you can't even name a running back on the Raiders. That's how bad they are. Why would any coach go there?
They had Madison. They had Madison, who came from the Vikings the year before. And then they had Abdullah. Abdullah was the other running back. Yes.
He was like their 3rd or 4th, right? I mean, he was good because he could catch the ball. He saved me a couple of fantasy games, that guy.
Real quick, I wanted to play something for you.
The Charles one is worth a second play. Come on.
Well, I have to build up to it, right? Ladies and gentlemen, on February 1st, we will be going out for a bowling trip, and we will be taking Charles to a certain place. Charles, what do you hope to do there?
Oh, I love that. Oh,
very good. Thank you.
Oscar
just shows up. No way.
Oh my God. That's got to be on. You got to play that on a loop.
I need that as my ringtone for when Charles calls me to yell at me.
There you go. Anyway, if you got any other calls, you can boot me out. Otherwise, we can talk about, flat Earth or something.
This segue is brought to you by boredom. I'm actually going to start wrapping up. You're welcome to hang out. I'm tired. I had all of my jobs today.
I
went from one job to the other, to the house meeting, to now this. So my dinner was taking 2 bites off of my block of mozzarella cheese in the refrigerator because I haven't had time to sit down and eat anything. I was like, all right, let me just get a little bite of cheese. I love mozzarella cheese.
Nice.
Can never go wrong.
No. How's Bobby? Is he haven't seen much of him.
He's good. He's feeling better. JV, finally. We're back, JV. We're going to end on this note. No more comments, and I won't say anything else to piss you off because we're back to agreeing. We've come full circle. Our team is so fucked. I cursed the day I became a fan. Yes. No, not today, Rick. Not today. Oh, here, Jesus Jerry Vodka asked Gator. You go ahead first. How did we become Jets fans? Go ahead.
All right, so my story is
torture. It was torture.
No, I have my mother to blame. So I signed up for flag football in the 6th grade, and I was on my way to practice, my first practice, and I'm in the car, and I said to my mother, I need a helmet. I'm supposed to come with a helmet. And so she says, I got you a helmet. She reaches back and hands me a Jets helmet. I was like, okay. And I get to practice, and this is late 70s. Because I'm old like you, but even older. Late 70s. I show up at practice.
You're quite older.
With this green Jets helmet. And what do I see on the field with all my friends? A sea of black and silver. Everyone was either Pittsburgh Steelers or Dallas Cowboys. I looked at my mother and I said, what did you get me? I can't go there with this. What the hell? What is this? She's like, Joe Namath. It's Joe Namath. You'll love it. So I walked out there. Everybody's making fun of me for this. I was the only one with a Jets helmet. Well, I made some good plays. I was like a cornerback. I was intercepting balls left and right. I seemed to have a knack for it. And then everybody called me the Jets guy from that day forward. I became the Jets kid.
I could make a video of you loving balls and balls just coming at you. You just catch actual football.
Just catching as many balls as I could. Yeah, so anyway, that's how I became a Jets fan, really just by my mother making the choice. And she liked Joe Namath, so she handed me a Jets helmet. And the rest is history. Not good history, but history.
Now, are you from up here or are you lifelong Florida?
No. I've been in Florida for 10 years.
Oh, okay.
Born and raised in Nyack, New City, Rockland County, that area, which, if you're familiar with Rockland, but that's where I'm from.
Okay. It's tough. I know everyone says where they're from, and I'm not Bobby. I don't remember where everyone's from and what public school they went to and what block they grew up on. And
no.
I became a Jet fan through my dad and my grandfather. My dad was a Jet fan, had season tickets in the 80s with my uncle. We were 7th row, right behind the goalpost where they came out. So being 6, 7, 8 years old, and going to. I was 8, 9, and 10 the 3 years that they had him.
Who was the quarterback then? O'Brien?
That was O'Brien's years. Yeah, I was born in 78. My first game I ever went to was the Wesley Walker walk-off game.
Wow.
And my grandfather took me. We sat in the last row of the stadium. And
you see any Richard Todd
Dolphins.
games, or was that before?
Nope. Kenny O beat Dan Marino 51-45 in the Wesley Walker walk-off game. And yeah, from there, I walked out saying, this is the best team ever. Oh my God, we're gonna win everything. I'm a Jet fan for life. Pop up. And yeah, here we are. 38 years later.
Yeah, man.
The cool part was when when me, my dad, and my uncle had the seats, and I didn't keep it, but one of the players gave me their gloves back in the day, and there was a bar in Island that my father and uncle went to all the time called the Pioneer, and a guy who bartended there, his wife was the secretary for the CEO of a company that had a booth there. That's how I got to meet Harry Carson and Joe Namath when the Stadium Club opened up, and I was the only kid there because in second grade, yeah, they had tickets for us, and I was the only kid. We showed up with me in my communion uniform in third grade. I'm sorry. It was like October. I made my communion in May. I grew like 6 inches, and my fucking communion suit was like high waters. It was halfway up my shins because I had grown so much in a couple months. And I was the only kid there. And the guy at the door is like, we can't let anyone in. All of a sudden, this giant fucking thing hits my arm and goes, it's all right. He's with me. It's Harry Carson. Harry Carson was the Giant representative, and Joe Namath was the Jet representative. And I'm gonna dig those pictures up. Well, fuck it, we're here already. I'll tell the story. So Namath.
They should have been in the open photo collage, man.
No, I know. I forgot. There's two pictures of me with Namath from this day and when I met him in 2016 or 17.
Give them to me, and I'll revamp the open. We'll get them in there.
Okay. All right. I'll look them up. They're on my old Facebook account. I think. I'll shoot them to you. And Joe Namath comes up to me when he sees me. He goes, "What are you doing? Are you the only kid here?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm sitting there talking to Joe Namath in third grade. And he says to me, "What are you eating?" I'm like, "Oh, the pigs in a blanket." I'm like, "I love these." So Namath was telling all of the waitresses, "This is my friend Nikki. Whenever you bring out new pigs in a blanket, bring them to him." I was just eating them and eating them. Now, Harry Carson, drunk as a fucking skunk, takes me out in his Corvette and is doing donuts at full speed, drunk as hell, in the parking lot with me in there before he leaves. It was the 80s. This is like the coolest thing my dad.
No shit.
So fast forward to 2000, I was drinking 15 or 16. I quit in 16. It had to be October of 2015. The Jets did this thing called Jets and Chefs for a weekend in October. Mario Batali, Doogie Howser, Eric Coleman, Lavernius Coles, Marty Lyons, Joe Namath, they're all there. Me and my girl went into fuck you, Clancy. And I'm sure Nate, if Nate's watching, Clancy's probably telling Nate, just enjoy the story, Clancy. If you had stories, I'd listen to them. So whenever Joe Namath is in the city, he stays at the Royalton Hotel. We stayed across the street. We come out in the morning for the Jets and Chefs event, and the guy, the concierge, whatever, bellhop, says, "You just missed him." I go, "Who?" They're like, "You just missed Namath. He just had a car pick him up." I go, "What do you mean Namath?" Now I'm talking to that guy across the street. And he's like, "Yeah, Namath's here." I go, "Did he check out?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "He's staying for the game tomorrow. I'll be back later after the event." We meet him at the event. I see him at the event. And then we go back. We had our bags checked. I look at her. I go across the street. And I say to the bellhop guy, I go, "Namath come back yet?" He goes, "No, not yet." I go over to her. I go, "Go home. You got your niece's birthday party to go to? Go. I'm waiting." Now, I walk in jeans, jet shirt, long sleeve, into the Royalton lobby. where there is a black tie wedding going on and people are all dressed up. They're taking pictures. And there's me slamming $12 Amstel lights one after the other for 2 straight hours. I'm in these people's wedding photos. Like, I'm making a fucking spectacle in the lobby waiting for Joe to walk in. Finally, Joe walks in and he's got like the green jet jacket on. And I yell, Joe! And he throws his hand up, not even looking at me. He goes, Bama's on! And he makes his way towards the elevator. And I race over to the elevator and have the old picture of me and him from when I was a kid. I go, Joe, please, just give me 2 seconds of your time. I've waited 2 hours here for you. I go, this is me and you when the Stadium Club opened up at the old stadium in 86. He looks at it, looks at me, and goes, boy, things have really changed since then. I go, yeah, I'm the alcoholic now. He fucking bust out laughing. And we take a picture. My head is half cut off on the picture. And he looks at it and he goes, do you want to take another one? I go, no, everyone knows what the fuck I look like. I go, you're dead center. It's beautiful.
Was it a selfie? You did a selfie?
Yeah. But like half of my head is cut off, but he's dead center. And I was like, it's fucking perfect.
Oh,
also, I was pretty drunk. Now, as the elevator doors close, I think to myself, you should have fucking asked to watch football with him. Like, Joe, you want to stay down and watch football? Like, or could I come up to your room? Sorry, Tom Ace action. But yeah, that's.
I think you probably would have said no. It would have been worth asking, but no. Yeah, you got to take a shot.
So here's many years later, I meet again. Second time I ever met him, one-eyed Wesley Walker, and I had the kids with me. And we took what was going to be a great picture, except for the fact that Wesley Walker took the 8x10s that he was signing of himself and cuts my daughter's face off by holding it up in front of her. My daughter's there. She's right behind the flyer.
Oh. That's so. You can Photoshop that shit.
I'll get you another picture. I can't. You can.
Yeah, give me a picture. Find a picture of her at about that angle where she, same age or whatever, and I'll fix that for you, pal.
All right, let me see. I know I have it in here.
I'll have you farting on the kids too in a video. Is that a good idea?
I'd expect nothing less. Listen, if you're gonna do all these good things for me voluntarily, I have to take what comes with it. I'm not Bobby. You want to make a video of me doing something? You want to make a video of me steam plowing over the kids to get Breece Hall to sign the helmet that Rick Kent now has?
I'm mentally ill. I had to spend an hour and a half after Jake's show today mocking up a video of Gary getting hit by a car because apparently he got hit by a car in New York.
I heard.
I had to do a video of him getting hit by a car. So, yeah, that's what I did because I'm mentally ill. I really am.
All right. I got the one. Let me find the original. I know it's in here somewhere. I know it is. There we go. I got both. All right. Here you go, guys. Unexpected little treat for you. 2 pictures with me and Joe Namath. Let me send these here.
Jake Quest, I'm sure Jake's looking forward to playing it tomorrow.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, for your viewing pleasure, Tom Ace, put your pants down. I meant to say up, but fuck it. It's already there. Here is 3rd grade Nick Shine with Joe Namath. Look at that fucking hair. No haircut. Completely unexpected that we were going. Literally got the call as I got home from school. Throw your communion suit on. That's me.
Damn.
My dad goes, throw your communion suit on. We got to go. Where are we going? We're going to the stadium. What the hell? We got to go put a suit on to go to the stadium. Now, Thought I was lying?
Where do you get the blonde hair from, by the way?
I don't know. I had it as a kid.
Do you get it from your your mother or your father?
Now here's me and Joe many years later.
Oh, it's the cutoff one.
Yep. I said, I go, you're dead center. It's perfect. Everyone knows what I look like, Joe. I go, don't stress it.
I think you're uncomfortably close to Joe. This is when you were drunk.
That's my favorite part of the whole thing.
Yeah, he hates you in that picture.
No, he pulled me in.
Oh, Gary's here. Boy, Gary, it wasn't easy, man, but I found the video of you getting hit by a car. Yeah. He's smelling your breath right now in that picture, and he's like, this guy's had a few.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't deny it when I said to him, I'm the alcoholic now. Dude, I'm telling you, there are people out there who have me just making a spectacle in the fucking lobby, getting in pictures with the bride and the groom. Like, it was 2 hours of just me being a kid on Christmas morning, over anxious, nervous. I had people waiting to hold the lobby. When I had to run to the bathroom, they were waiting to stop the lobby and stop Joe so I didn't miss them. That they were all on my side.
Yeah, send me those, and I'll put them in the open, man. That's Joe fucking Namath. How do you not put that in the open?
I don't know.
What were you thinking?
I don't know. I forget sometimes, man.
Take me and Jake out. Jeez.
I love that picture. Take one of the 11 of Nikki out. He counts. He's like, I'm in 11.
Call in to Jake tomorrow, Gary, so that he'll play it as soon as you call in.
25. We need an extremely short sneak peek, Gator. No, that's Jake's show. That's Jake's thing. Thank you, guys. Thank you, big fella. I'm glad big fella approves.
I try to give you some exclusives, Nick, that I don't give any of the stuff I give you to Jake. So we keep the you play my stuff more than he does, though. I get a lot of eyes on the same videos over and over.
You trying to pin us against each other?
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
Who, me? No.
I'm getting better. I needed a lead into it. I needed a lead in comment to play it. I'm starting to get better with instead of just going, ooh, getting excited because I thought to play it. Like, I keep my calm now, and then I do a lead in joke. I'm starting to progress, I think. Fuck it. I know everyone's gonna fucking disagree with that, but fuck them and their thoughts.
Do you ever run out of space in your
not yet
upload? Okay.
Not yet.
When you do, let me know and I can walk you through how to get around that.
You told me you create like brand 2, right? And then it's a whole
but you gotta make sure you add all your backgrounds and opens and everything to the other brands so that when you switch, the backgrounds and stuff don't go away. So you have to prepare for it.
Oh, so what, you would pick that background on every brand?
Exactly. So that when you switch brands, it's
Gotcha.
seamless, you know. Like when Jake switches brands, what you'll see is like the background will start over at that moment.
Gotcha.
So like if you got little Rogers going across the bottom, all of a sudden it'll hop over, but it's not very noticeable. But that's how you get around it.
Okay. Thank you. Craig with a super chat. Thank you, Craig. Good day to the legend Gator. I got your merch.
Very nice. Very nice.
You sent him stuff? Or does he have stuff for you? Like, I got your merch, like I'm going to send you stuff, or you sent him stuff and he got it?
Good day to the legend Gator. Maybe he ordered one of my hats or my shirts. Is that what you did, Craig?
Let's do a photo.
Oh. He bought my merch. Thank you, Craig. That's awesome, man. Thank you. I wasn't aware. I appreciate that. I know Chef Kevin showed up on a show and he had my my Gator hat on. I was like, damn, that's the one. Yeah, I think that's the only one I sold. Now I got two. Way to go. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
And
I think my Gator
just
Sports
to
channel
prove
is
that was me.
my Gator
There's
Sports
me.
channel
There's
is
me as a
about to
little
hit.
guy with my blonde hair.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's crazy. We put that in the open too. My Gator Sports channel is about to hit 500 subs. When I hit 500 subs, I'm going to do my first live show. And I think I might do it as fake Asman.
Oh, can I call in and argue with you?
Yeah, it'll be live. Yeah, I got to hit 500, whatever that is. I'm real close.
Let's plan a little bit. Let's
Yeah,
let's put our brains together for a really good production. JV,
Okay.
thank you for the super chat. This is for being such a good sport. Also, Aaron Rodgers. Hey, Ron.
Thanks there, Adirondack. I appreciate it.
Likely the only shipment to Australia took 6 weeks. Should have just had it shipped to Hawk and he could have packed it. Here's a great picture. When I was much heavier, I'm going back looking for the pictures of that day. This is me about 80 pounds ago with my sister when she was pregnant and me being like, nah, you know what? I carry this shit every day of my life. You're only doing 9 months. Stop fucking bitching about it.
Wow.
Oh, here's a good one. My brother-in-law and I went to a Jets-Patriots game on a Monday night, and we sat next to an Indian guy who brought a book to the game to read because he didn't really want to be there. And I said to him, what's the best part about dating a girl who's a Patriots fan? She doesn't care if you cheat. And then he looks and goes, what is the best part of dating a girl who's a Jets fan? She'll never want a ring.
Oh, my God.
He was a good dude. We went back and forth making fun of each other all fucking day.
Have you or anyone discussed the shit show that
I'm sorry. Bobby last night said a very inappropriate comment to Carly saying, oh yeah, she's got nice dirt. All right, Aaron Jones with a handoff up the middle, completely sexually like harassed her, and then was just like, all right, Aaron Rodgers. Oh hey, Carly, how's Ace? Like, I'm gonna send you the video because it's so fucking wild. You're not even gonna believe it. JV, I did go carnivore. That picture of me there was probably 365. 2000. No, he was born. My nephew will be 8 in a couple weeks. 2016. That was probably when I was like 375. 382 is my most. And I'm 277 now. I went from 307 to 277 in like 45 days. And now I'm balanced out. And February 1st, I'm going to go from 277 to drop down to 260. And I'm going to take a break. And then I'm going to go from 260 to 245. My goal is to be 245 by the NFL draft. So 32 more pounds to go by the draft.
Nice.
Yeah, try.
Final Barney Miller, the answer to your question is Final Cut Pro. I'm a Mac guy.
And just to show Tom Ace, because I know he's going to love this. This is me in the newspaper getting a rebound, and there's my underwear in the newspaper, the Star Ledger in New Jersey. It's a very little snippet of my underwear. So I don't know how many of you have ever been in the newspaper with your underwear visible, but I have. Yeah, Tom, look at that. Fucking nice. In shape inner thigh, too. A little trip down memory lane here, unexpected.
What the?
Oh, here's some good pictures. Here's the night that I realized that my daughter down here staring at Dean Ambrose was in love with Dean Ambrose. She didn't even want to look at the pictures. She was in love with Dean Ambrose. Usos gave her a headband that night, too. We were at a SmackDown taping in the 8th row. Where the fuck are those pictures? It's got to be this year. All right. So you guys want to see me at my absolute heaviest? This is me with Tupac. Oh, wait. You know what? Let me just fucking send it. This was me at my worst. One of the things I would do when I drank all the time was if I saw somebody I knew or didn't know, I would point out, yes, JV, surprise. I would always tell people who I thought they looked like.
These are just shit readers. Got them laying all over the place.
This is me at my biggest. There's no doubt about it. This is probably the fattest picture of me. Let's do this. That's me with Tupac, or at least who I thought was Tupac that night when I was drinking. And I said, yo, Tupac, I'm Biggie. We got to take a picture together. Addison, I send these to Addison, like whenever I get like the Bobby pictures or whatever.
I'm like,
and he's
behind,
like probably
so
like, bro, I'm not even. He just texted, I'm out and glad to still be on the show in some capacity. I love you and everyone that's watching right now. All right. Here's me and the kids, Nikki, on the sideline. Oh, I'm still over here. Fuck it, man. People are still watching. We got 66 of you watching. Thank you for
that. You want to put the Tupac one in the open?
Hold on. Let me. God, I hate me back then. Jesus Christ. Oh, you gotta love this one. Oh, God damn it, Nick. Remove. When I see a Patriots fan,
internet.
Chevy Chase giving the middle finger.
Nice.
Here we go. This was the Jets and Chefs event. That's me and Tony Richardson.
Wow.
That's,
you got like all these pictures.
Mario Batali, who wore fucking orange Crocs, which I thought was weird. Me and Marty Lyons. I swear it's there. Me and Marty. I'm literally the same size.
How do you not include these pics in your open?
Because I forgot. Doogie Howser.
You're not old enough to forget.
I don't know. Here's Joe with the jet jacket I previously mentioned. Walking up on stage. And then there's a picture with all the Jets there that day. Greg Buttle, Tony Richardson, Joe Namath, Marty Lyons, Eric Coleman, Lavernius Coles, and Wesley. There's me and Greg Buttle.
Wow.
Oh, there's me and Coles. That's my favorite. Oh, damn it. Hold on. That's me and Coles. And Coles is there in a vest with a blue T-shirt on and a Yankee hat leaning on the wall. And I walk up and I just lean on the glass next to him. I go, You fucking think you're going to lean on the wall and I'm going to walk by you like I'm one of these rich fucking snobs? I don't know who you are. I go, I'm not going to react. I'm not going to draw attention to you. But Lavernius, it's a fucking pleasure to meet you. And he's just fucking laughing his ass off. I go, I'm going to do it low key, but I'm going to have my girl take a picture of me and you right now, all right? So we don't get everyone too excited. It doesn't look like you want to be bothered. He goes, all right. Don't say memory lane because you're going to piss off Rick Kent thinking it's a bowling lane. And he gets very upset if we talk about bowling. What else we got? And you know what? Screw it. My daughter, when she was a little flag football player, giving daddy a kiss before the game. Screw all you guys. That's a dope picture.
Nice.
What else? I think that's it for the Jet stuff. Here's Nicky with his certificate from his first Jet game ever. They gave him like a little bag of goodies, a foam finger, a Jet football. It was like his 8th game, but every time we went until the lady finally caught on, she's like, I printed out like a few of these for you. You guys can stop now. All right. One more. I lied. Nicky, all painted up for a game with his foam finger and his face painted. Good shit.
Nice.
Yeah, I got so many I could go through.
Is Nicky all about football or is he into all sports?
Growing up, we did everything. I coached soccer, baseball, basketball, football. Right now, he got to high school. Baseball, he played for 2 years. And with baseball, he finally was just like, you know what, Dad? He's like, if they're not hitting me the ball, if I'm not pitching or catching, he's like, I don't have interest in it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then I said, you know what? The next year, I'm like, you're going to get in shape for football. So you'll play soccer in the spring and I'll coach and y'all just use that as your conditioning. He's like, okay.
And what's his position in football?
He's kind of a tweener. Like they moved him to tight end and then he got a concussion in August. So they kind of bumped the tight end package and they never really went back to it because their quarterback is so fast. They ran spread a lot. But he's tight end and he's killing it in the weight room right now. And trying to get him to go to get on the D line, the D end. The 2 D ends that they had are both graduating. So right now he's just football. He just loves football. He plays basketball for fun. He didn't want to play basketball competitively after like rec in 8th grade.
Did you do okay in school?
Yeah, he's made the honor roll a couple times. He did bad his freshman year, and his mom like babied him. It's like, we moved from, and he had to adjust. I'm like, school. I go, he fucked up. Like, just it's okay to tell a kid that they fucked up, and then you teach them how not to fuck up again. Like, we don't have to make excuses and blame the world and society and Mercury's in retrograde because he fucking failed history his freshman year. Bet you guys did not know I knew that phrase. Carly just went, he said, what? But all right. Thank you for that little unplanned trip down memory lane. That was nice.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure I'm going to get ripped to fucking shreds in this episode. But what did we learn? What did we learn? I learned that I met Tupac. Yeah, Tom, the show might be getting too big for that story. That might be an in-person story only now. The show might be too big for that. Or you know what? That's a retro story for the beginners. Stack, I learned Nick has been withholding the good stuff. Dude, I have so much. I have so many good stories that I promise I will share all of them. Not all of them are drunken idiot stories. Probably 85% of them are. Rick Kent, I learned Rob V wants his wrench back. Well, Clancy, way to ruin the story for everyone that might want to hear it one day. God, Clancy. Big fella, I learned Nick has some awesome picks, and it was great you sharing with us. Thank you, big fella. Also, fuck you, Clancy. Craig learned Nick does a solid pronunciation of good day. Good day to you, Craig. Yeah. Did you guys hear about the Titanic? And it sunk. That's Clancy telling a story. Way to go, Clancy. 25. I literally just learned that Carly is bad luck, but makes up for it with her bank account. I don't know what I missed in the chat. I will, Clancy. I promise you. We'll do that one day. I promise you. Carly, I learned that I have to unpack for Mexico and repack for Miami and still somehow get to bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Well, I learned that you're awesome enough to make time for this show. 25, I learned that Rob V didn't call in. Uh-oh. There you go, Rob. If you haven't joined the channel already, this is the perfect reason to. Tom Ace, I learned that Nick used to have some tiggle bitties. All right, Aaron Jones.
Do you want me to do some Photoshop on that one too?
On what? Which one?
The big old titties. I can make them better.
I fear you.
Or I can make them worse.
If you go watch Bobby's show last night, does anyone have the point of Bobby's show last night where I had Bobby get up and dance? I had him turning around and
is this the one you told me about with Mikey?
That was another dance thing. Like,
all right.
Now when I go on Bobby's show and like it starts to like be too long, I'll get him to get up and dance and play like The Rock. Will start with the air guitar and then he'll do the squeeze. And then he turned around and was shit. He leaned on the chair, like his back to us, and started spanking his own ass. It was quite fucking entertaining. And of course, I had him full screen. Oh, 25. What are we doing? Thank you, sir. 25 coming in at the buzzer, gifting 5 memberships that went to Craig Wilton. Good day, Craig. Dan Philcox, Hennessy Heisman, Phenom, and Joe Bonesy. Awesome, 25. Thank you, buddy. All right. Gator, thank you so much. I'll go through, I'll screenshot a whole bunch of those shits and send it to you. And then maybe we could do like different versions of it, you know? Instead of replacing them, we just have different versions of them.
Sounds good. Dude.
Hey, I see me on TV. Hi, me.
There you are.
Hi. Oh, you look so handsome.
All right. Love you, buddy.
Love you too, man. Thank you. Have a good night.
Later, chat.
Oh, what a great mess with a good $5 super chat. Bobby and Mikey look like Oink and Doink. Very good. Very good reference. That might be my favorite. I learned that mess had the reference of the night. That's good. Oh, speaking of Tom Ace, my lips are dry. Not anymore, Tom. Yeah, Tom Ace, why don't you sit on my face? Ah, Aaron Jones. If you didn't watch Bobby's show last night, sorry, Tom. I have to pee. So I'm trying to get through this. Ladies and gentlemen, we're seconds away from the 2-hour mark. A lot has been said. A lot has been shared. A lot has been discussed. It's time for the greatest recapologist, recapper, recap superstar, the one, the only, Boomtown. Boomtown, please share with all of the shiners what you learned tonight, my good friend. Yeah, he was twerking. It was quite the moment. Boom is our Michael Jordan. I like it. Oh, here we go. Boomtown. I learned Nick is on to his third job today, and I suspect his favorite. Yes. Rick Kent doesn't like golf or bowling. Oh, hold on. Where is it? Hatred bonds and possibly bondages all of us. The Jets are sluts and sleeping around. Bonus. Wyatt is a good Christian man. Nick tries to be. Welcome to the big leagues, Wyatt. Nick was just as impressed as the chat was with the freestyling. Gator has a rough and scruff beard. Double bonus. Applications for Nick's favorite lookalike are now closed. Joe Namath's friend Nikki loves pigs in a blanket. Wesley Walker equals not great at photo etiquette. Nick was an underwear model? Nice. 17 years old there, too. Everybody calm down. Triple bonus. Nick has been holding out. Trips down Nick's memory lane are lengthy and girthy. I learned Carly has some serious first world problems, but still made time for the show. Boom. Awesome. Oscar, I have said this. I need a simulcast of Boom watching and then like sitting there with like the pen and you go, oh, and like watch him like take his notes. Rob V, I learned Nick skips over all my comments when I was the one who dropped the first of the comment first. Rob, I try to stay fresh in the chat, and sometimes too many comments come in quickly and it might push some of them up, and I try not to scroll back. I don't like getting too far behind in the chat. No, Rob, fuck you. You brought it up. We're going to discuss it. You've opened up the can of worms, Rob. What we deal with now. Adirondack Fly Guy, Boom is my favorite Canadian. Sorry, Nick, first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. Get up. Boom, you're a legend, Boom. You're an absolute legend. I can't wait to meet you in person. We have to do that. Boomtown, you and Rick Kent are two people that when I do the outing next year, I have to make sure you two can make the same game. I need to meet both of you guys, and I need you at a game. So I know last year's joint venture wasn't a big hit with some, but maybe I talked to Jake, and maybe Jake and I have a huge joint venture together, and we get everybody to come. That's what she said. There you go. Add that one. I learned that Nick and Jake want everyone to come. Where else do you get that service? Don't answer that. But I know where, and Charles Gorman's going to go there. Oh, dude. It would be great. It would be amazing. I'm not going to announce anything, but there might be a Nick and Jake joint venture in the future. Stay tuned. Maybe there will be. Maybe we can work it out. Maybe I'll go from meeting Tupac to hanging out with Ed Sheeran. What? Jake looks like Ed Sheeran? No, nobody said that. Nobody said that. What a tease. Let's just say that an idea was presented and maybe the starting to roll downhill. Maybe. Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached that portion of the show. That was for Rick Kent. That was for 25. That was for 25 again. And then one more. That was for all of you tonight, for super chats, gifted memberships. You guys are phenomenal. You guys are awesome. But I'm going to sneak away and I'm going to go pee. The link is still there. That's all I'll say. I'm a little I was tired, but now I'm wired. I hate that. 7 cups of coffee in a day, I'll do that. Close to 100 likes. Ladies and gentlemen, keep it going. Let's hit 100. The goal is 100 likes every show. 50 gets the link dropped. 50 gets you guys to be a part of the show. How 50 more people not like what we just did since the link got dropped? We got to get there. And you know what? I have some cool hip hop. Austin Powers reference, Dr. Evil, Shazam. I have some soothing beats to help you wind down and get ready for bedtime. Good evening. Welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown. I'm your host, Nick.
When the blitz comes, there's no one to block him.
It's 10 o'clock, get ready for the showdown. 9 toes down, Nick, ready for the throwdown. We proud Jets fans, we don't play with them pronouns. Best roster in the league, we playing with the pros now. They tell us slow down, call us delusional, call us losers as usual. But this season will be beautiful. Shotgun with you know who, but run it instead. Let Hall hit the hole hard.
That's what she said.
Ground and pound like it's 2010. The chat, we got many friends. Johnny wearing hats for super chat and watch him breathe again. Nick put the link so Bobby can call and speak again. Bonesy did the blunt, I got the weed and pens. We speaking green again. Jets news like it's CNN. A-Rod and Charles Gorman, it's like we seeing twins. Feeding 10s, pounding on these bleeding fins. Week 14 and 18 when they needing wins. They ain't seeing them. We run the ball and play defense. This is AFC hell where other teams repent. Ladies and gents, welcome to MetLife. This is Jet Life. We bleed green, this our best life. We just nice.
Let's say what's up to everyone. Dark Soldier's here. Johnny's in the house. Bobby. Mr. Bonesy's out on the prowl. Na-na-na-na. Jaded.
Welcome, my friends, it's a shine time, it's time to talk about the Jets. Don't you know it's shine time, it's shine time, time to be with my friends. Hey, have you seen my toe?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you. Have a good night. Stay safe. Tomorrow, it's my insulin needle. I'm about to take my insulin. For those of you wondering what the fuck I was waving around. Do something nice for someone randomly. Nice, I said, Rob V. Nice. And Rob V yelling at his phone line, don't you fucking tell me what to do. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless. Have a good night. We'll see you back here tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, potentially with the Bobby weigh-in update at some point. Probably an hour or two. So, good night, and good luck to the Jets and the 37,000 more interviews that they have to conduct. Fuck them.
Gentry covered in football. Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime as Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the hope with the most Nicky. Who, me? Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.